enough to say. I'm gonna sing for you just along that way.
Someday.
And someday, gonna rise up on that wind, you know. And someday, gonna dance with those lions.
Come on.
And someday, we gonna break free from these chains and to keep on flying. Yeah, so come on. They telling me it's all good, just wait. No gonna be there someday. Sipping on Jim Beam, okay. Gotta get these things one day till the end of the line, you know. Searching for that other high star. I gotta steal, then steal. Kill, I'm gonna be killed. I got a sack in my pocket. Couch and gel and drop it. You know we about to lose it someday. And we're trying to hold it all together. The devil is too clever. So I'm gonna die, you gonna die, we gonna die someday. One day I said, someday we gonna rise up on that wind, you know. And someday we're gonna dance with those lions. And someday we're gonna break free from these chains and to keep on flying. Yeah, so come on.
Try to love, but it ain't me. Ain't me. Try to look, but I can't see. Can't stop right now, cause I'm too far. And I can't keep going, cause it's too hard. In the day, in the night, same thing. On the field, on the block, same game. On the real, if you stop, then there's no pain. But you can't feel pain, no gain. Rearrange, you can change, it's all bad. And you try to maintain, but you fall back. And you crawl and you slip and you slide down. Wanna make it to the top, and to start now. So I hold my soul and I die hard. All alone in the night, in the graveyard. Someday, one day, I'ma be free. And they won't try to kill me for being me. Hey, someday.
And someday we gonna rise up on that wind, don't you know? And someday we gonna dance with those lions. And someday we gonna break free from these chains and to keep on flying. Yeah. Shana Sata, say we gonna. If you know how this is gonna see, it's not that easy. Don't stop, get it till it's done. From where you are, have begun. I said, keep on, try a little harder to see everything needs to be believed. Yeah, in your dreams, you see when you're asleep, you know. Someday gonna rise up on that wind, don't you know? Someday we gonna dance with those lions. Someday we gonna break free from these chains and to keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on flying. Yeah, somebody stop, I say yeah. One time we're gonna bring it round and round and round, round again. We don't need no education. We're gonna need no education. We gonna say someday we're gonna rise up on that wind like an angel.
Cool.
Me, Dave was crispy on. That was
Wow, what happened?
Vibe butchered that shit.
Oh my!
I
Butchered
love
someday.
the energy of it, dude.
Next time,
Anyways,
That's all
welcome.
fucked up.
take that solo.
What's that?
Next time, you need to take that solo.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even do that in my sleep. Anyways, welcome to Flipsyde's live stream. We come every week, same time, so it's good to see everybody just jumping on. I think that's the first time we've ever done an acoustic little someday video. I've never seen that, and honestly, if I'm being honest with myself, I can 100% say I do not remember that. I don't remember that, dude. Do you remember like actually playing that moment in that scene in that space?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a yes. I remember that shit.
And it's
There's
not
an
that I was on
interview.
drugs when I did it. out there in the ether. It's not like I was high during that moment.
I was high.
The other thing is this song, just acoustic, which was how it started, still sounds killer. You know, it's right there.
Yeah,
such a good song that it works in any kind of production format.
yeah. I just want to welcome everybody. I'm super excited today because I got one of my buddies. He's a guy I met a few years ago. I want to talk about how we met and just kind of set it up. But he's a monster musician. So let's go ahead and bring our guy on, our special guest.
Hey.
There he is, live and direct. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, people? What's happening? What's up?
So kick us off a little bit and tell us, like, I was going to tell the story, but I want to hear people hear from you. Like, you've obviously internationally renowned touring artist for a minute, probably, right? With people like Robert Randolph and the Blind Boys. And there's tons of people. I don't know all the in-betweens, but set us up a little bit. Give us a little history in terms of like your music and let's just start there, man.
Oh man, well yeah. I have my own thing going on. I've been touring with Robert Randolph. I've been touring with the Blind Boys, Alabama, extensively across the states and internationally. But I've just kicked off my own thing.
Yes.
Solo project. It's I would like to call it pop soul rock and roll. You know,
pop soul rock and roll.
Pop soul rock and roll.
It just rolls off the tongue, bro. Pop soul rock and roll.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know. So it's all of that. It's like it's all fusioned up in there. You know, you got the pop, the soul, and a little bit of rock and roll. You know.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, get you standing on your tippy toes. You know what I'm saying?
But can everybody see Steve? Do you do Steve Ray Ladson, or you do Stevie, or like how does everybody know you? Because I've seen Country Boy, I've seen Young. You know what I mean? Tell us, like, how do we find you?
Well, you find me. You just Google Steve Ray Ladson. You know,
okay.
You find me. You find everything attached to me by that. But it's crazy because different bands call me different names. You know.
Okay, run us through that for a minute. I want to know who calls you what. That sounds fun.
Well, when I'm with the Blind Boys, they call me Ray.
Okay.
Band is Ray. So going, you know, being with them and being like the youngest cat in there. A lot of those older guys, when we started getting out, they couldn't remember my name. So they just started calling me Youngster because I was the youngest cat. It's like, oh yeah, Youngster. That's it. Yes. What's his name again? But I call him Youngster because we know who we're talking about. Then Robert and them started calling me Stevie. You know, they never because it was another Ray in the band. When I was with Robert, there was another Ray. So it was like every time I heard Ray there, it was like I'm trying to think, who are you talking to? Is it me or this Ray? Yeah. So like, we gotta differentiate this thing, man. We're not. Your name is not Ray over here anymore. Your name you're gonna be Stevie over here because we can't call you Ray because we don't want anybody knowing. So they started calling me Stevie. So you got, guys like Eric Gills and people like that. They call me Stevie. And then, some of the people call me Ray. So it just depends on which gig you saw me at or who you saw me with and how you know me. So
yeah. And it reminds, you can't help but picture the two all-time greatest of all time. You got, Ray Charles or Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's just, those are two good names to have attached to yourself. It could be a lot, it could be worse.
Yep. Stevie Ray, Stevie Wonder, know.
It goes on.
Yeah, man. So many Stevies out here, man. I like it though. But I can, I like being called whichever one. It just depends on who I'm with. I guess that would, a lot of people don't know it either. They don't know what to call me nowadays. They're like, "Oh, are we gonna call you Ray? Or are we gonna call you Stevie? What do you want to be called?" I'm like, I don't know what I want to be called. Just call me.
Just call me. I hear you, man. Well, it's good. I'm glad you took some time out to come, like, just hang out with us for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll just tell.
How'd you guys meet? How'd you meet?
You want me to tell you? You want to talk?
Oh well, I met Steve in Alabama. I have a house in Alabama, Florence, Alabama. Of course, I did a lot of work and still do a lot of stuff in Muscle Shoals. We have a mutual friend there. We both work with Rodney Hall down there, which is he's now the man in charge down there. He took over the studio after Rick Hall. So everybody's recorded at Fame. I started writing songs in Alabama with the guys down there, and I wrote some songs with the Blind Boys there. And Blind Boys recorded the album there. Yeah. So I actually ended up, long story short, I ended up moving down there and doing a lot of work there. And Rodney wanted me to actually introduced me to Steve because we were going to do some work together, and we're still doing some work together. But we haven't actually got a chance to get in the studio yet.
Yeah, but
and
we will.
Record, but that's on the way. But we actually met. Actually, I went to Colorado. I came to Colorado, and Steve came out to meet me when I was with the Blind Boys. That was the first time we actually met. I was on tour with the Blind Boys, and Rodney hooked me up with him over, text message. And he came to the hotel. It was me, him, Jimmy, Joey, and Austin. We sat downstairs and we had a little, little talk, just hanging out, just
chilling
out. And then when he came to Alabama for I think it was Billy Reed's shindig. Billy Reed, the clothing designer there in Alabama. He had a shindig. It was the Blind Boys and who was that on there, man? The
Rockin' Tours were there. Jack White.
That's what it was. Yeah. Jack White. Yeah, so we got a chance to hang out that weekend, and yeah, man, that was pretty much how we got, kicked it off. Just hanging out, having some fun down there in the great big city of Muscle Shoals, Alabama, which we must all get back there and do some more work.
Yeah, and we
got to get over there.
Yeah, we
got to get over there, Rayto.
Oh yeah, we're going down
Flipsyde,
a pilgrimage down there.
We got to bring Rayto, all of us. And Amy, you can get on the record too, Steve. We'll get you on.
Man. I'd love to get on the record, man. I've done a lot of records down there in Muscle Shoals, man. You gotta, if you're watching this and you've never been to Muscle Shoals, Alabama, you gotta do yourself a favor and get down there to Muscle Shoals. I mean, you haven't recorded in a studio like that, in the world. I mean,
and some of the people that don't know about Fame or Muscle Shoals, Aretha Franklin cut her first hit down there.
Yeah.
You got the Allman Brothers is legendarily known that they kind of formed around the energy of that time. Southern rock and roll was kind of birthed out of the movement down there. You just had soul artists. I mean, you could go to list names. We could list names for the whole show, but it's like those are just some of the highlights. There's a documentary.
How far away is Fame from your house, Steve, where you grew up?
I would have been about an hour west, Huntsville. I grew up outside of Huntsville, but Huntsville has the Space and Rocket Center, so I was kind of in between Huntsville and Muscle Shoals.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're gonna be back down there 11/11. You're definitely coming for that show with the Revivalist dude and a bunch of a bunch of other people. You're gonna have the Fame Gang band and you're gonna be the band rock.
Fame Gang. I'm actually the bass player for the new Fame Gang, so you guys got to stay on the lookout for the new Fame Gang because we have stuff coming in, and the Fame Gang, man, that was a real. They were one of the baddest bands to ever probably grace the land, man. They played on some really huge and popular records, so be coming up under that wing, man. It's just it's a lot of pressure, but I like it.
You ready? You're the next generation, bro. I'm excited just to be in the same kind of like it just anytime I think about going down there and being around there, it's like it's humbling, it's exciting, it's kind of like surreal, it's all those things. I remember one time I just sat in a room, and I don't even play piano. I've written a few piano-based type songs, but I just wanted to see like the channel, if the radio frequency was real, and I just sat down and like my hands started moving, and I played something, and I was feeling it, dude. I don't know, I never recorded it, I never did anything. I was just like, something came through, and I was like, oh yeah, I feel whatever's there. I felt it. So it's a very real, Soundwave has that vibe. You know what I mean? There's just an energy there where there's like a creative portal that's just like, woo, I want to be there and tune into that frequency.
Definitely, man.
Steve,
right?
Have you been to Soundwave? Steve, have you been to Soundwave in Oakland? Did you ever rehearse there?
I think I might have been there once in my lifetime. I think once, probably just once. But I must come back there when you guys got to take back.
Yeah.
Exactly. And now another thing, Rayto and Steve actually have history as well.
That's right. That's right. We did a session. Yeah, Oakland. We did a session in Oakland, Alameda, actually, with his band Nephew, and I did a couple of vocal sessions there. And on that session, you were singing and playing guitar.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yep. I was playing.
And it was a good one. It was with Elijah Baker was producing, and at Infinite Studios. It was great. It was great meeting you, and I mean, the talent was great. I mean, all you guys in that room was freaking
Man,
people
listen.
that don't know, Steve Ray, he plays guitar, got a killer voice, plays bass, plays keys. I just found out you play organ. So it's like, what don't you play kind of deal, which means I want to set up this video before we get too carried away or on another track. Kind of tell us about this first record. Just set it up a little bit about the inspiration or kind of how it came to be.
The inspiration from this song actually came from being I was in Alabama. Actually, I had been living there for makes it two years that I've been living there. But I was having a writing. It wasn't actually a writing session, but we always get together and just just hang around. And I pick up an acoustic guitar, and it's just like kind of just just hanging out and enjoying the day down there. And I just started singing that "Do You Know" part over and over. I just started singing "Do You Know." I didn't have actually the words of what was going to the guitar riff to me, and I put it together. And it was about 2 or 3 weeks later where I went out to Los Angeles, and I had remembered I was singing that song, and I actually just went ahead and actually wrote some lyrics to it and recorded it. But it had I wanted the feel of the 50s and the 60s. With the modern day twist to it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was thinking about how could I keep it modern, but where the older people will still get into it too, because we got a lot of hip hop and a lot of new modern day music that is not being translated to the older folk. That really they're not really into the new wave of the music. So I wanted it to really catch everybody's attention and not just be based upon a certain age group or a certain type of music. So I kind of like mixed it in with a little bit of it will be considered as folk, kind of like folk guitar and country guitar changes with like some hip hop drum 808s and stuff like that. So it came out pretty good, man, and I just got the girls my background singers to come in and give it like this Ray Charles type of thing, in there.
I love it.
I got my Prince on in the video, so.
When I first saw it, I thought a little Jimmy, bro. I thought it was like that one bit vibe of Jimmy back in the day.
That's right.
This iconic picture of him, and I felt I leaned a little bit towards that over the Prince, but both of them worked.
Yeah. I mean, to be classified as either one is a winner.
Yeah.
Jimmy or Prince. If I had to choose, I'd take Jimmy though.
I hear you. There's something about being the originator of a whole movement, sound / whatever, that legendary. But yeah, we could do a whole.
Oh god damn! The Prince, God, was he sexy though? God damn it!
Man, he was a bad man.
Jamie Foxx, remember that story about Jamie Foxx when he met Prince? He was all, but he got sprung on Prince. He's so pretty. It's a great skit. Anyway.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song? Let's do the jam.
The song is called "Do You Know" and it's ask a question. Do you know? And
you know? I remember seeing you down in Australia, dude, with some little bunnies bouncing around, and they were all saying, "Do you know? Do you know? Do you know?" You flip "Do you know" with the tone about 5 different ways. I was just like, dude, he's got it.
Yeah, man. I love that. You got to promote, Doc. You got to promote.
That was fun, man. Without further ado, let's debut it, and we're gonna introduce you to I want next week we're gonna boost it out. So hopefully people love it. Go tune in, Google not Google. I was gonna say Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Yeah. But Steve Ray Ladson, let's hit it up. Here we go.
Yeah.
I get a tingling in my bones when I hear your voice over the phone. Turns me on. It's a feeling that I never forget. The hair stands up on the back of my neck. Yeah. When I see your text, do you know?
Dude,
Taylor.
You are a bad motherfucker, man. That shit is amazing.
I tried my best, man. I tried my best.
How many instruments did you play on this?
That's what I was to say.
I played all the instruments on this record. I did everything on the record but mix and master.
Right.
Yeah.
And I assume the backing vocals.
The backing vocals. Yeah.
What up, bro? That's out of Akon's camp. We love you, brother. He loves it, dude. He's a influencer right there. That guy, he's saying fire. I love it.
Man,
Look at this one. You see someone talking and you hear them sing. Literally.
I didn't expect this. Oh, I love it. I love that falsetto, man. Where'd you learn that falsetto? Tell me about that.
Oh man,
that's sneaky.
Paul Beasley. There's this great singer out there that was a gospel singer by the name of Paul Beasley. He used to be with the Blind Boys. I actually got a chance. I had always been in doing falsetto stuff and listening to his records, but I got a chance to tour with him for a couple of years, and like just sitting up under him, man. And nobody's really doing that type of singing anymore, man. They don't. Everybody's kind of going on this new wave thing, but the falsetto, man, I'm just trying to keep the old school wave alive too, man, and mix it in with the new school, try to, because they had a lot of great records with falsetto singers back in the day, even from like the Temptations and a lot of those older guys. You're not finding any falsetto singers anymore. So I'm trying to keep the party rolling, man.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's such a beautiful, unique. Like I can only do oohs with falsetto. I can never figure out.
I love when you ooh.
I
love when you ooh, dude. I love falsetto. There's nothing like it. I got on a wave for 8 years of listening to only 50s doo-wop rock records, 50s and 60s. I found an iPod and it was all 50s music, and I was obsessed, dude. And that shit is just every little ooh, it's all hooky. It's all hooks.
Do you have a favorite record? Do you have a favorite record from that iPod, like a top 1, 2?
Yeah, my favorite. It's by the Fleetwoods. Come with me. Come softly to me. Remember that song? Come softly to. It's all like falsettos and it's just all voices. It's amazing because back then there was no Pro Tools. You can't cut up a motherfucker's tracks. You have to sing that shit. You can't. There's now you could auto tune it and do whatever. But back then, if you were good, you were really good.
Yeah,
it was. You guys talk about Fame Studios. They were the best of the best in that place. So it's like you can't auto tune that shit. It's all soul. It's all live. So.
Tell me
that track.
I want to ask you a question. And it's the first time somebody asked me. I was like, I don't know, but it caught me off guard. But what's one of your first kind of musical memories that was kind of substantial, where you were like, hey, this is maybe the direction, the path that I think I'm gonna be on? Like, do you have that kind of memory? And what is it?
I mean.
Like, what's one of your first musical memories, moments? You know what I mean? That was like powerful.
Man, I think me actually realizing that I was gonna be like a musician. Like, I think I probably played a party somewhere, and it was my actual first time actually turning the party out, having the crowd get into it and actually, getting crunk.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I won't be getting a job this summer or anything like that. I think I'm just gonna play parties and just only make money. Like it wasn't like a lot of money at that time. I probably got paid like $300 to do a party at that time, but it was like, man,
that's a lot of money, bro. What you talking about? $300, $300.
$300. You know what I'm saying? At home, I'm in my hometown. It's like a party neighborhood, and somebody wants you to come sing a couple songs, and then you get paid, you get free food, get free drinks, and it's people around enjoying the music. It's like, hey man, I think I could do this for this. I think this might be my living right here, but if I could play music like this every day and get free food and drinks and make people happy, you know, I
That's
think,
amazing.
you know, that was the turning point for me, man. Once I found out I could be happy doing this, I could be people happy doing this, and then, you know, make some money on top of it at some point in time. Hey, I'm all for it.
You know, it's funny. In the Bay, since the '90s, those kind of parties, you get $100, right? That's what you get, like, right? 2020, you still get $100.
Yes, yes.
So $300, I would have said save, like, fuck yeah, $300. We're still making $100 a gig in the Bay in 2020.
Yeah,
Just
I had
saying.
a band, though. I had a band, so it was really like $75 a man.
All right. See, it's still good. It's good.
It's still good. Hey man, I had $75 in, like, you know, high school.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh fuck yeah.
you know, it's like, you know, you go into the canteen. Everything's on me. I'm taking everybody out to eat. It's on me today.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man. But that was my turning point, man. And I actually, honestly, it was around that time when Jamie Foxx came out with because I always wanted. I was like, I think I told my mom when he came out with his record, when he like came out with his first R&B record, first one. I was like, I'm gonna play for Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on the road with Jamie Foxx. I didn't end up on the road with Jamie Foxx, but I ended up on the road with the Blind Boys and Robert Randolph. So I think that I'm pretty damn close.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I love hearing stuff like that.
So how has these last few months impacted because you're touring all the time and you're on the road all the time. How's it been for you?
Man, it's been a trying time. It's actually been one of the most eye-opening times of life. You know,
in what sense?
As especially as being a full-time musician, because you don't expect these type of pandemics. I never expected to have a pandemic in my lifetime, actually, but and for it to come and just shut everything completely down like that, and it was it made not just me, it made a lot of musicians just have to find another way, or to be creative, and I think that was more of a blessing in disguise, because we kind of all kind of get too complacent sometimes and we're too comfortable in certain situations, and a lot of things won't happen unless the pressure is put on you. So with the pressure being placed on on me in this situation, man, I kind of ended up writing more and ended up doing a lot more things that I would not have done or wouldn't have had the time to do had we been touring. Now, I definitely miss touring. I definitely miss all of the live gigs and live people and all the energy that, live music brings. But I think it was more, I really did need a break and rest my body, honestly, because we've been going and going and going. But I think it's really helped me become a better writer, and just spending time with family, noticing the things that really really mean the most. A lot of times you're out and you don't really get to see certain people. You don't really know what's going on at home or what's happening. But when you come home and now you can see everybody, you really realize what's more important. But you still need to work. So it's kind of like, hey, I love this family thing, but man, I can't wait till this thing is over with, because I gotta go make some money sometime.
So real.
Well, let's all hope that after we can get out again, that we can find that healthy balance for everyone. It doesn't have to be one or the other way. I think there is a middle that we can find.
There is a middle, man. I mean, I'll just keep my mask on when I when I get out there. That's about the best we can do, man.
Yep.
That's all we can do. Keep your mask on, guys. Keep your mask on.
Yeah, Dave Sub-Zero, superhero with his mask. He looks like the video game. I love it when I see Dave. And then I have a little disposable throwaway. Me and Rayto look like some
we're about to go into the operation room,
dentist or something. We're like, what's going on here? Dave's a superhero, bro.
Man,
you've always kind of been a superhero, Bubba.
Me, no.
Yeah,
well,
dude.
kind of. Yeah,
you love
right.
superheroes. You love dude, come on. You're more a superhero.
You're right.
Everybody.
Don't make me pull out my toys. I got a box of toys in the corner somewhere. bunch of Superman toys. And, you know,
That's what I'm talking about.
What's this? Somebody says, "What's up, the Flipside? Fight fair, bro. What's up, Flipside? We're just saying hi to the people.
Yeah,
What's
man.
happening?" And then with this, "Someday" is a legendary song. Thank you, Cartman. I love Cartman.
Where you calling in from, bro? You in the States or outside? Where you at, brother? Again, if y'all are just tuning in, this is Steve Ray Ladson, international renowned touring artist. He's doing his solo thing, and we're pumped to have him on. We just debuted his first single, Do You Know?
Do you know? I'm trying to figure out how the heck I can see this, let people see this on here, man.
It's all you can do replays on them shits too.
Oh yeah, once we post it, we're gonna share it, and
then more people get on because there's a lot of people overseas are sleeping, you know.
But we got
there it is. Stevie Ray, there you go. Hey, Rayto.
There you go. Thank you.
My man Rayto.
Tell me a little bit. I've seen some of the posts where you're like the RV. I'm curious. What is that? Is there like an RV like Sirius radio station that plugs in? Like you're on the chart. You charted on that stuff. I saw that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, man. That's that is a British station over there. It's over in the UK, man. Actually, we charted that song. Actually charted for a couple of weeks, 5 weeks at number one RV radio, man. So it's all of the RVs across the land. And I think they have about 3 million listeners over there on that, and it's it's consisting of truck drivers, RVs and bus drivers and everybody who's like traveling. So it's a 24-hour thing where there's always somebody listening, you know. So we got that song out there over there pretty cool. And it was crazy because we were doing pretty good with the song overseas and even in Australia and like New Zealand. I got like a really good push for it over there. Yeah. And then I came back to America. I still haven't performed the song one time. We've been shut down. I don't think I performed it nowhere in America, actually.
Yeah. That's one thing I've learned about the music business in the world market. Like for us, like India or like Norway or Sweden, there's people there that love, Flipsyde and know the words. And it's like, dude, I'm at a point, I will go anywhere in any, you know what I mean? At any time, anywhere to play the music where the people want to hear it. It doesn't matter like if it's America or South America or whatever. It's like to be able to be anywhere in the world playing music where there's a connection and people are like loving it, dude. It's like, I don't know. I'd almost rather travel outside the U.S. because I grew up here. I'd rather be known more. Then it's like you have anonymity here. You can do whatever you want. And then you go over to some other country and you're kind of like, a little bit known and can I think.
Fuck that. I want to be known everywhere, man. I want to walk outside, paparazzi, all that shit. Piss in front of people. I'll be Justin Bieber. I don't give. Yeah.
Dude, Anderson .Paak had one of the coldest lines from his album. He's like, "Fame killed my favorite artist." Basically, it's like, dude, it's a tricky, that's a tricky little balancing beam. You know what I mean? Like, not to get too heavy, but it's all relative, though. It's all relative. I think you'd be just fine, Steve. I think you'd be just fine with the fame. Yeah. You know what I mean? All around the world.
Yeah, man. I'll take it. I mean, and honestly, I wouldn't have to have none of that shit if you just cut me a check for $1 million. Just
cut the check.
Just cut the check.
That's the problem, though. They give you a check, and you got to take the fame with it, though. That's just fun. That's like the deal, the debt.
Yeah, you got to take the money and the fame. I'll take the fame. There's nothing wrong with the fame. I love the fame too. But if I had to pick between the fame and the funds, I'd pick the funds.
Preach. Well, we're gonna have to collaborate. I know we got some songs in our back pocket, bro. Yes, and we're gonna have to get you doing something with some Flipsyde stuff and like just, you know what I mean, make it official.
We have to go to Fame Studios.
Yeah.
We have to. Steve's been telling this for years, and I've known about it. Obviously, I'm a crazy nerd, like Zeppelin fan and all that stuff, the rock 70s and 60s. So I've known about it, and Steve's like, dude, it's serious. You got to go. And I saw the documentary, and I'm like, holy shit. So I'm like, I'd love to have with Rayto, all of us over there, and just to geek out, and Rayto could yell at me at that studio instead of his studio.
It'll be great. It'll have a new, vibration to it when I yeah.
That's right.
Rodney's talking about the Studio B. You may know the guy that put the legendary board in there, and what's his name? Do you know? I can't remember his name.
I can't remember, but I know it was that board came from actually that board was used on Stevie Ray Vaughan's record.
Yeah, it's a legendary board. A lot of stuff's gone through it. And then you have Studio A, Studio B, but Facebook, is doing a lot of original content. I think what Rodney's been talking about, they're going to have a Facebook kind of live stream show. So when artists come in, you can have like a behind the scenes, like streaming of the process of recording. And I think that's in the works. So, hopefully early next year, we get back to some type of normalcy. Next summer we find ourselves down there streaming some magic. You know what I mean? That's what I want to visualize, and everybody hold for a second. That'd be beautiful.
Hey, is weed illegal in Alabama? You get busted for weed?
Very much so.
What the fuck?
But you can have a medical card, right? It's medical. She's not going to go to jail no more.
Well, hell,
maybe if
I'm gonna take Steve.
You won't go to jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve
won't go to jail.
Well, everybody's going to jail for weed in Alabama.
Are you for real? Is
really?
It still that hardcore?
Man, listen, they will take your ass to jail.
Damn, to jail.
Play that shit.
But
That's
fame
so
though,
hardcore.
is there people smoke weed in the studio, right? Or is it how do you deal?
No. I mean,
wow, what a trip!
Hey, but all that shit is going out the window now, man. They're the police. I don't know, man. They're strict down there, man. They have their own rules. Alabama is like another country.
You said
I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could go out there, man. I'm gonna go to jail. If I could.
My house is 5 minutes from the studio. We just go to the house. We get really stoned at the house.
Yeah.
And we'll just take some drinks to the studio. But I don't think we'll get. I don't think we'll be safe smoking weed at the studio.
Yeah. Just keep it safe.
Yeah.
You got to come to the Bay, Steve. You got to come to the Bay. We'll take care. We'll take care of you. Next time you're here, you're gonna be high all day long. It's gonna be great.
Let me see her. Y'all gotta meet my little girl. Mama just walked out. This is little Mabel Rose. She's the next generation. She gonna be dancing, freestyling, and singing all at the same time, right, babe?
That's right.
She gonna do a little shot, nah. Anyways, that's little Mabel Rose coming to hang out for a second.
Her debut.
Yeah, this is her little debut. I've already written one little song about Miss Mabel Rose. Hi. Anyways, dude, I'm glad you took the time, bro, to come hang out. Is there anything you want to say, kind of like, give people again the website, music, kind of what's going on?
Man, follow me on everything. Steve Ray Ladson. I'm Steve Ray Ladson on everything. Just Google me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm not on TikTok, but I will be. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting on everything. I'm everywhere. I'm with everybody sometimes. So, look for me to be in the Bay soon.
Yes. Oakland, you were talking about Yoshi's. May got a Yoshi show.
Yeah, Yoshi's is coming up. Yoshi's coming up. I got all of my stuff is up on my website. You guys check me out. If you want to, I got an album coming out in 2 weeks. If you want to pre-order, go pre-order the album. It's a good pre-ordering package. You can see it on my website. Y'all check me out. Let me know. And I look forward to seeing all you beautiful ladies and gentlemen out there soon. I saw some people, and I appreciate the support and all the love. So, wherever I am, that you are, pull up. Let me know you're out there. Come on, let's have a good time. Rock and roll.
One love, brother, man.
Right.
Thank you for hanging with us. I'll see you 11/11, dude, no doubt, right? We're going to be down at Muscle Shoals doing some music. So if you're down south, look us up and come out and hang with us.
Yeah, man. Let's do it, man. I'll see you guys. in a few, man.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, Steve.
See you guys. Later.
Peace.
All right. So I wanted to show one more thing before we go.
Yeah.
Before I was in Flipsyde, before I joined Flipsyde, this is Steve's the guitar player in the band.
The Flipsyde.
I don't know if you know.
Guitar player saying?
The original, yeah, but Steve and Piper, they used to jam with this too. Check it out.
I know you can do it. I've seen you do it.
Yeah,
Your fingers are playing tricks on you, making you look like an idiot.
And you better fucking stop. Who can you bear witness? These days up my sleep. See, I can't fucking do this, twat. Cannot do it. I'm fucking quitting. Oh, that's it. That's fucking it. I've had it with the fucking magic fucking twat, man. Fucking had it with it. Oh, for fucking crying. Oh, for fuck's sake, you fucking it. This wrist is doing my pissing engine. Sick of the fucking useless poxy fucking thing. Please step onto the stage, help me, this illusion. Take me to my cabin and fill the can fuck up!
John, you just broke your guitar.
I don't give a shit. Please step onto the stage, help me with this illusion. Oh, fuck. I'm trying. Oh, fuck, I'm the last fucking one! That's it, I've had enough. I've had a fucking enough. I'm not doing it no more. I thought it was a fucking air bastard fucking magic fucking man. I'm just gonna do the other ones, I'm just gonna do the other songs, and that's it. I'm not fucking doing that one no more, because I've had enough of it. It's driving me fucking more mental than Ghost of Love ever did. I'm the last fucking veil! Fuck this, I'm fucking sick of this. I'm sick of it. Always the last fucking one! Always the last fucking one!
All right. Enough of that.
He's out of control, bro. Only a Highland Scot could get that mad over that. Those guys, she's like, "Oh, do it, sir." It's so funny, dude. That's like, oh my god, that's so out of bounds and out of control, but like perfect.
Well, what do this guitar player and Dave have in common though?
Oh, I'm not even gonna guess. Set it up. What?
This motherfucking Rayto.
They're both Kiss fans.
Oh!
Oh, dude, that guy was about to have a stroke, bro. That is like, it's almost like unbelievable that he was really that upset. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I did not expect that. I was like, what's he about to play? And it's like some Highland Scottish guy. I'm almost like, dude, that's gonna be me in 40 years when I'm upset and forgetting songs. Oh, the accent makes it all the more barrier, dude.
I know.
Oh, dude, you can't make that up.
Oh, funny. All right. Well, that was a good show. That was good.
Show. Yeah. Thanks for our buddy Steve Ray Ladson, the homie. I love Rayto had a connection with him. It's such a small world, dude.
It's such a small world.
So be kind to one another. We're only separated, a couple degrees separation right there. So be kind, love one another. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week, right?
Yeah. And Piper should be back by then?
Yes.
Piper couldn't make it today, but you'll be here next week. I don't know if I could do next. I'm supposed to go somewhere with the family. So
if we have to take a week off, or maybe me and Rachel, we can jump in and talk about thermodynamics. Right?
Yeah.
Thermodynamics, you said? Yeah. Something like that. We'll talk about.
Is it thermal? Is it thermal underwear?
We'll talk about we'll talk about what that sound wave in your hat actually means.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
something positive, dude. It's something
Yeah,
good.
that's what you'd like to think.
Yeah. That's
It
my
probably
first.
says I'm an ass.
That's no, dude. It's the first thing Tesla ever said.
Oh, okay. All
It's a
right.
Tesla hat. It's a Tesla hat.
Okay.
Did y'all see the new movie Tesla's coming out with Ewan McGregor? Or it's not Ewan McGregor. I don't know. Anyways, it looks so good. It kind of has that noir kind of 80s synthy kind of because anyways, if y'all haven't seen the trailer for it, it looks so good. Ethan Hawke. No, Ethan Hawke, not Ewan McGregor. Ethan Hawke.
You know what I'm excited about? The Mandalorian. Holy
yeah.
shit, that looks fucking incredible.
Dude, you know what we should do, Dave? We should watch that episode, and then we can take 5 minutes at the end of the show, and we can discuss and do a roundtable of what we think. You know what I mean? And talk all things Mandalorian. Seriously, I'll geek out on that. I'll talk Mandalorian.
That shit's so fresh. Yeah, I love that shit.
I'll be part of that and just ask really, really dumb questions.
Yeah, that's the best thing that's happened to the Star Wars series since I was 12, bro. Seriously,
it's like the best thing since Empire Strikes Back.
Exactly.
Like if you just stop at Empire Strikes Back and go there,
go to Mandalorian.
Yeah, great cut off all that Ewoks bullshit, all that Ewoks.
Because it has a different storyline. They gave us the same storyline. It's like, guys, we know there's a Death Star. Like, okay, we know you're gonna beat the Death Star. It's not gonna take. It's like, guys, come on, bro. But I guess the thought was that the formula worked, and they were just doing it to the new generation, to the new kids. 8-year-olds.
And only old motherfuckers like that shit. That's what's funny because that's the only ones going. Kids are like, we don't like this shit. Where's puppy dog pals?
Yeah. So that's something to look forward to. We're gonna do all things Mandalorian when that kicks off. When's the release date on that? Is that October?
October.
Yeah.
Late October, right? Or is it late?
I don't remember. Hey, you know who we should get on here? We should get Forrest Day. I wonder how that guy's doing.
From the Philippines?
Let's get him.
I follow him.
Let's get him on. I'm gonna see if he's around. I'll play
Text
a couple
him.
of
He would love to,
videos.
dude. He's sitting out in the Philippines, like to come hang out and just talk for a minute and like shoot the shit and laugh. I mean,
I'm gonna get that dude.
Yeah, do that.
That'd be awesome.
Let's get him on next week.
All right, let's get off and we'll see each other next week. All right.
All right. See you guys. Peace.
Ciao.